Do you actually know where you're making your money? I know that sounds like a strange question, but I talk to tons of business owners and they often can't tell me where they're making their money. Their bookkeeper, their accountant, or maybe they do it themselves, they basically track most of their stuff just under general revenue. This is really important stuff. You need to segment your revenue. If you offer 5 or 6 different core products or services, they should all be separately identified as revenue streams, and you should also track the expenses for each of them separately. Because the important thing is, you might be making a lot of gross revenue, but the majority of your profit might be coming from someplace you don't even realize. I was working with a client. He does a bunch of landscaping in the summer and he does snow removal in the winter. And he was telling me just how much money he was making from the add-ons that he did to his basic snow removal contracts. You know, stuff like spreading salt and replenishing the dirt that the actual condo owners use to spread themselves. And he thought that was hugely profitable business. But when he sat down and actually segmented the revenue and looked at the expenses, it wasn't as good as he thought it was. So what you want to do, and this is kind of like in the old sales world, we always talk about the 80-20 rule. 80% of your results come from 20% of your people. You should understand where your revenue comes from as a percentage of your gross revenue and how much of that revenue generates actual profit. You can use the same thing in your marketing approach. I often ask business owners, did you have a budget last year? Oh yeah, I spent $10,000 on marketing. Do you know how effective that $10,000 spend was? And very often they have no other detail and they spent the money and they got some results. They absolutely have no idea which specific campaign delivered which specific results. And often they are shocked when they get that granularity at how much money they're literally just flushing down the toilet thinking it might have been working. So create granularity in your bookkeeping, in your accounting, and start to track these numbers incredibly carefully because that will have a huge impact on the overall profits you're able to generate for your business. Get highly focused on doing more of the things that are making more money and get highly focused on stop spending on things that are not generating a profit. I met recently with a lady and her husband had run a staircase building business. And he got all excited because we did $1 million. And she goes, yeah, but you lost 100,000. It really doesn't, top line revenue doesn't matter. Profits are all that matter. Have a great day.